Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the show. This is Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm your host, Jeff Turnipole. And as always, I'm bringing you sports from a West Side point of view right here in the great city of Cincinnati, Ohio, home of the UC Bearcats. But this is the post-game show for the Ohio State Buckeyes. And I'm kind of doing a rolling into a pregame show of the Cincinnati Bearcats. Now, if you just got done watching the Ohio State Buckeyes beat Northwestern, and oh my goodness, first half, I didn't think it was going to happen, but Sermon preached on today for 325 yards, broke Eddie George's record. Unbelievable. 21 players out for the Buckeyes. Their defense stepped up. The freshmen stepped up. It was, if it wasn't for the defense, they wouldn't have been in that game at all. The defense, Kerry Combs from right here in Cincinnati, Ohio, coached at Coleraine. His defense played great, made great plays at the right time. And Sermon had a game. Now, I know lots of Buckeye fans and me is also was wondering what the heck was the offensive coordinator thinking. Because he didn't want to run the ball. I'm like, run it. He'd get down to the end zone and he'd pass it. It's like, why are you passing it every time? You have less yardage to pass the ball, room to pass it. And you got Sermon running like crazy. I'm like, run it. What is he doing? So this is the first game of our championship. I'm calling it championship day because here in Ohio, we got the Ohio State Buckeyes and then prime time tonight, we got the Bearcats. I'm very excited about that. But try to get some Ohio State Buckeye comments and chat going on. Jeremy D is going to be joining me shortly as soon as he can get on the show. So anyway, this should be streaming live on Ohio State Bucknuts and on Bearcat Country. So hopefully Jeremy can get on here soon. Anyway, but 325 yards for Sermon is a great thing. One second here. I got a live show here. I got to figure out what the heck's going on with Jeremy. Let me see if that works. See if that helps him, because he's sending me voicemails and I don't want to play him right now because I don't know what he said. Anyway, 325 yards for Sermon. Hey, there he is. What's up? Hold on a sec.
What's Jeremy? Stop!
Jeremy D, what's going on, brother? You a little happy?
This, man. Northwestern always gives us a tough game. Hey, all I got to say is Sermon, preach on, brother. Keep preaching on, brother.
That's right. What I was saying. For 325 yards.
Eddie George record, you're down one to Trey Sermon.
Yep.
A young buck.
Yep.
A young buck.
Well, I'll say before you got on the show, they were down, 21 players? Is that how many? The defense, who is led by Kerry Combs, from right here in Cincinnati, was the head coach at Coleraine High School. They played not that good at the beginning, but they kept you in the game, and they made play after play after play after play to keep them in the game, despite what your offensive coordinator was trying to do.
It's like we were talking a little bit during the game, not a lot, just a little bit, but like I said, if
you and me, we're talking the whole game.
Well, yeah. But if we wouldn't have pulled this one out, Kevin Wilson would be in serious trouble because, my God, 3rd and 2, 3rd and 5, down on the goal line, you're calling these lob passes, these low percentage passes.
Especially when you don't have your best wide receiver in the game. Why are you doing that? And Sermon is doing what he's doing. Why are you throwing it?
Exactly.
We're yelling at the whole time, like, run the ball. What are you doing?
Let Sermon preach. Let him do his thing, man. And he did it. And we won because of that kid and Fields playing his heart out. And now he does just was live streaming the game, and he's got a sprained thumb, so hopefully he'll be okay.
I said to you during the show, I think he hurt it when he made that run. I think in the second half where he took not a head on, but he hit the linebacker, about knocked that kid out, and then he went out of bounds. And then another Northwestern came over and kind of didn't do it on purpose, but fell over his legs, and then he fell and he hit the first down marker. That's when I saw him flexing his thumb like this. That's when I think he hurt it.
That's the exact play. Yep. That's the exact play where he hurt it. And it actually, I don't think was even from the tackle.
No.
It was just from the, falling back, bouncing off of, and his thumb got sprained. And pretty much he threw a dart after that halfway across the field, which is unbelievable.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What a Big Ten championship, man.
Yeah, I was. Well, we talked about it before. It was 2 years ago. Northwestern was up by 2 touchdowns, and Ohio State had to come roaring back. They didn't come roaring back this time, but they still came back. So
they came back well enough, plenty enough. I'll take that any day. Like I was saying, dude, when you're down 21 players, you're that thin on defense. You're that thin. Your best receiver's gone. I mean, you could tell these young guys were out of sync in the beginning. I mean, we had a wide receiver that we brought up, Jeff.
Right.
Gosh, he's so new. He's just out of high school last year or whatever, but can't remember his name now. But anyway, Fields throws every time, roll out to the right, throw it over there, easy 15, 12-yard pass, and he just turns it upfield, starts running upfield. Huh. And Fields throws the ball, and it's like, where are you going, man? This was a little out route. I mean, that's all it is. So I will say this, and I told you during the game, I hope we get our complete starting line. We're not going to be complete. I mean, nobody's ever complete, but I hope we get some of our main starters back, especially if we're going to, the playoffs, because we are going to need those guys. You could tell today those were backups out there.
Yeah, exactly. So, hey, keep talking a second. They're messaging me telling me that the comments are turned off, and I can't do it on this computer. So talk for a second.
Yeah, I
got to try to figure this out.
What was up with that? But another thing is Fields. He played his butt off. You know what? They say he holds on to the ball too long, but at the same time, we all say this, but he's been told to not run because of what happened last year with the knee. We don't want him to get hurt. We don't want him to. Well, it took that today. It took him having to run. Luckily, Sermon did most of it, but fact of the matter is, Fields done everything that you would want in a quarterback to get done. Yes, we threw the ball. He threw it a little, not as far maybe as he should have, and Wilson kind of got to it, but the defender made a great play on that interception. I'll just tell you guys that straight up out the board. Notre Dame's not a top 5 ranked defense for nothing. So it was tough to watch at times because you could see the young team kind of pouring out of Ohio State on offense and defense sometimes. But we also hold ourselves to a very high standard. So we can't look at this game and put our heads down. I mean, we just went and won the Big Ten freaking championship. We didn't play the best game. Like I said, we had a ton of backups in because our backups are now starting at Ohio State from last year.
Yeah.
Everybody knows we lost 3/4 of our team in the draft. So it's just, it was a great, gutty performance.
Game. Just to let everybody know, I don't know what I did, but I turned the comments off and I can't figure out how I did that. And I can't. So if the comments are off, they can't even do the live chat or none of this stuff. And I don't know what in the world I did.
Where is our producer?
She is out helping somebody move. Oh, man.
Get it live here, folks.
Yeah. Goodness, I don't know what in the world. How I just did the same thing I always do. I don't know how the heck it did the comment.
You just got excited about all that preaching sermon did today.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
Oh,
I understand.
He was fun to watch.
Preaching, my friend.
Yes, he was definitely fun to watch. It was well, you definitely see who the next running back, I mean, for the Ohio State Buckeyes is. I mean, hell, you if Teague is ready to go in the playoffs, you got two of them. You might want to run both of them.
Yeah, Teague will get his carries, but after today, Sermon's 1A for sure. I mean, he showed today he can hit the hole, he can cut, he's got speed, he can break tackles. I mean, my gosh. Second half of that ball game tells you everything about Ohio State. I mean, every team comes and gives us their best. I'm not saying they don't do that with every team, and every team don't come and give everyone, every top 4 team their best. But they did, and you know what? Hats off to Northwestern. But my Buckeyes are moving on.
You are moving on, that is for sure. And this is really irritating because when I got one on here, I hit it. And I had like 20-something people on. I'm like, this is cool. And I'm like, why is nobody commenting? And then somebody messaged me, hey, the comments are turned off. I'm like, I can't turn them on. I don't know what I did. Oh, man. I'm sorry, guys. This sucks. I don't know how I did this.
The link's up there, though.
Yeah, but if I'm having so I'm not allowing comments, it doesn't matter if the link's up there or not.
I got you.
Yeah, so
well, for any buck nuts out there, this is not normally how this rolls. Just to let you guys know.
No, it doesn't. It's not how it goes. Somebody on there was like, "Well, who is Strawberry Ice?" Me. I'm Strawberry Ice.
And He's Strawberry Ice.
This is my show.
I'm the two guy. He's the man, and
we do this every day
for you guys.
Well, 5:30. I'm on here every day. Most days Jeremy's on, and we're doing it after the Ohio State game and rolling into the Bearcats game at 8:00. And I'm sorry, guys. I'm still clicking around trying to find. I know this is riveting TV right now because I can't.
You keep doing what you got to do, man. I could go on and on about this game. I mean, it was just a couple of the passes too, by the way, that Justin Fields made. The last 2 games haven't been his best. He holds on to the ball too long, blah, blah. He should be running, blah, blah, blah. We don't need Fields running every time. He had time to look for receivers. Problem is, there was no Olave. That's his number one guy. Garrett, he's a youngster, and he's gonna be something serious to be dealt with next year, just like he has been this year. But you take away Olave, and you take away, 21 players in our rotation from offense to defense.
I turned the comments off.
Man, all those players, just them kids played their heart out, and a lot of those kids out there playing today were playing in high school last year. So you got to give it up to the Buckeyes. I hope everybody comes back.
The thing that did with the tags
and
before. How do I get back?
We get healthy, because I am a little bit worried about these young guys in the national spotlight in the playoffs. But man, the way they came together today, if we could just get some of our rotation back, and some of the players that we lost today, I don't see anything stopping the Buckeyes if we can get healthy and get rid of this COVID-19 stuff and play some football. So that's where we're at, Bucknuts. If you guys are watching, like I said, this normally does not happen.
Oh my goodness!
Somehow we have figured out a way to turn off our comments. So we've got a bunch of you guys lined up with comments. Quite a few of you lined up to jump on the show live. But as you can hear in the background, Jeff is trying to take care of that right now with our main producer, his lovely wife. So anyway, I could sit here and tell jokes. I could sit here and read you stats, but I'm not going to do that because I've said my piece. And as soon as we get these comments figured out, we want to hear from you guys. We want you guys to jump on the show. What a big team. I'm sorry. I mean, there's nothing more you can ask for out of a championship game. I mean, it's not something like Alabama and Florida where Alabama's going to blow. No, the Big Ten is a whole different – they're in a whole different atmosphere than the SEC. For one, the SEC never plays in the rain, the snow, or anything under 40 degrees. But today, we showed up, paper thin, didn't know who was going to play, who wasn't going to play. Found out just before the game, 21 players, rotational players and starters were being pulled out, and we won. And that's all that matters. We pulled out the big W, baby. And that's all that matters. If you're an Ohio State fan, you cannot be more proud of the way these young kids stood up, done what they were supposed to, and laid it on a Northwestern team that was tough, that came to fight, came to play. So did our young kids. So here's Jeff.
Hey, boy, you're good at just rambling on. All right, I think I figured out what I
told him I'd do stand-up comedy, but
oh my goodness. All right, so you guys should be able to chat now. I went live and I did some stuff to try to tag some different things and do different stuff, and I said it was viewable for kids, which this is. We don't do anything that's not viewable for kids, but I guess since it's live, they don't want me to do that, so it turned off the chat. So you guys should be able to comment now, I hope, and do the live video chat and all that. I'm hoping so. So we're waiting for some comments to come in and see
Jeff,
what is going on. Yes, sir. What's up?
I went ahead and gave my take, my rant, everything on the game. Like to hear yours, man.
All right. Well, my biggest thing was we all knew that it was going to be a tough game. It's the Big Ten championship. Northwestern always plays Ohio State. Very tough. You're down 20 players, 21 players, lots of freshmen playing. They took they were off for a week, 2 weeks before they played. So you knew they might be rusty. So you knew this would be a difficult thing. But to watch Sherman preach,
That's
was
right.
awesome.
Preach.
And to sit there and watch him, the offensive coordinator, keep trying to throw the ball was the most annoying thing to me, because they were and the thing is, Northwestern has one of the top 10 run defenses, and they were running on them over and over and over and over and over again. And what kept driving me nuts, and I said this at the beginning of the show, you get down there to the 5-yard line, 10-yard line or something, and they wouldn't score. And he'd throw the ball again. I'm like, why are you throwing it? Quit trying to throw it.
Yeah, that's the only thing that I can really be upset with is, throwing the ball, man. I mean, I don't know if y'all go to church on Sundays. I do myself. But I don't know if I've seen a sermon that good in a while. I mean, he was preaching some fire and brimstone out there today. If it wasn't for him, this could have been a whole different ball game. So he was preaching, Sermon was preaching, and he laid it down.
Yeah.
If it was Teague, may have been a different ball game.
What's funny is I guess Gus Johnson or somebody got the name wrong, because I thought the very first play when they ran the ball, I thought he said Master Teague, and I'm like, wait a second, I didn't think he was playing. So he had to get the name wrong.
Yeah. And then once, he figured out Sermon, I thought for sure, because I was like, Sermon, you're going to preach. He's running all over the place. Yeah. I thought for sure, I said, you watch it. Gus will end up mentioning it. He'll say something. Yeah.
I thought for sure he mentioned it. All right, I think it's on now, so you guys can start commenting now. I enabled it. I had to save it. So anyway, 5 people watching.
It's on now.
It's on now. That's from me, apparently. So you should be able to comment. I hope you can. There it is. Hey, Keith, what's up? Yay!
Yeah, all right.
All right, we
pour in here, guys.
My bad. My bad. That was my bad. My fault. Like I said, I was trying to do something. I'm trying to get as many people out there, to get on the show and get the show out there. Like I said, we're on Buck Nuts, and we've been on for 21 minutes now and just rambling. So, but I did some different tags and different stuff like that. And, like I said, I enabled it for kids. And it's once I did that, you can't talk live chat. So anyway, so now that you guys can comment, how do you guys feel about the Buckeyes? How do they do? How are you feeling? Good? Oh, okay. Here we go. We got Robert's. I know one of the other big Buckeye fans. Robert's joining us here.
Oh, Robert Fox?
Yes, sir. Robert Fox. What's going on, Robert?
What's up, brother?
What's up, guys? OH.
IO.
I ended up having to work. I ended up catching the last of the game leaving the job site. That was a heck of a game.
Well, then you don't
We saw the best part.
for medicine.
Yep.
That's what I should have done, was waited till the fourth quarter and watched the game, because mine was probably, 250 over 190. I mean, I was
Dude,
flipping out.
Robert, he was going nuts after the first half. I was like, ooswa, just breathe. You got another half. You're only down by 6. You got another half. Should be all right.
Well, I looked at it at halftime because we was on right after lunch, and I was like, man, we're down. Yeah, it's just halftime. I think we'll be all right.
Yep.
But
sorry, I'm laughing at the comments here because apparently I'm saying my wife is awesome and help me fix it. Which I'm not saying that, so I wonder who's saying it. Probably my wife.
Oh, yeah. I wonder who that could be.
But anyway, I do appreciate it, Mrs. Ice. Thank you very much.
The executive producer of Sports with Strawberry Ice.
yes, exactly. So, yeah, somebody out here says the Bengals should draft Sermon, which I don't think Sermon's even going to be in the draft.
He'll be a Buckeye next year. He'll be starting.
Yeah.
yeah, I was trying to comment earlier as soon as they jumped on. I was like, why can't I comment? I thought it was something on my end. I'm sitting there hitting everything and clicking on everything.
My bad. My bad.
It's all good.
Hopefully
I jump
we can get
on and root along with D and D. Now I'll say it. Good luck tonight, Bears.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. I think we're gonna need it, but I'll take all the luck I can get.
And well, we definitely need it for the Bengals on Monday.
Oh, I'm a that.
They're starting Finley.
I don't even want to talk Bengals right now. So that's what we're talking football. College football.
Buckeye just literally another big piece.
But all right, guys, I will let you get on with your show and let some other people jump on with you.
All right, bro.
I just wanted to jump on and say hi and OH.
We love having you, brother.
Be good.
All right, appreciate you, Robert.
You got
that
it.
was one of our P1 listeners. Yeah, he's always getting on the show anytime he can. So just like that, for anybody who's new, which we're down to 8 people. I had 20 people watching when I started, and I messed up. Oh, that sucks.
Yes, I noticed. We had quite a few buck nuts as well that jumped off.
Anyway, let's see here, Matthew.
Sometimes crap happens, man. It's the internet. Come watch again. It's all right. It's all right.
So, the Bearcats play Channel 9 ABC PM. ABC 8 p.m. Jeez, I'll get it right. Yes, they play on Channel 9 right here in Cincinnati, ABC at 8 p.m. So we get the you guys remember the announcer for Monday Night Football last year, Stetchator, I think that's how you say his name. He's actually going to be announcing the game for the Bearcats tonight. I mean, on ABC, not on the radio.
Statutor.
Yeah, he was the announcer for Monday Night Football last year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Testator. Sorry.
Okay. Right. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Anyway,
I know who you're talking about. You had it right, or you were close enough.
Hey, moron! You messed the show up, and now you said the guy's name wrong. I'm rolling right now. Look, people, if you were on the ice bar and you saw me post something at 4:45 a.m., I was at work, so I'm a little sleep deprived. So.
Exactly. And I took all day yesterday on top of work and doing the show to try to watch the game today, which I didn't think I was even going to be able to do. So I signed up for a expensive expensive streaming service with a free trial. So I'm going to take that trial and then I'm going to dump it as soon as the show's over.
Exactly. Now, Crown, the UC basketball game is on the SEC network at 8 o'clock, the exact same time the freaking football game is on. So I will be flipping back and forth, or I'll have the football game on my TV and the basketball game on my iPad or something. I'll be trying to watch both of them at the same time, which just drives me nuts. That's what they did last year, too. They had a basketball game. They had the American Championship game and a basketball game on at the same time. So anyway, I think the Ohio State fans have found themselves a new running back. And the tagline has got to be, let Sermon preach. Because he preached for 325 yards. Dude, that is unbelievable. In the Big Ten championship game, to do, and it's what was Northwestern? They're a top 10 defense?
Top 5 power
top 5 defense. Yeah. And to do that, I mean, I thought he was going to score another touchdown that last one where he was jumping and diving and going all over people. I'm like, oh my goodness. He was just like, Phoebe. I mean, it reminded me, he kept doing the Phoebe. Kept reminding me of Zeke. You know, that's what Zeke would do.
Well, we've really kind of turned into running back if you think about it. I mean, all the way back from Dobbins to Carlos Hyde to Ezekiel Elliott. I mean, we've had so many guys go to the NFL running back, and now Sermon is just showing that he's ready for next year. And I'm going to do whatever I can to trademark it, but keep preaching, Sermon. Keep preaching those sermons.
Well, yeah, I got to give a shout out to, I got to wrap it around Cincinnati somehow. The defense coordinator, Kerry Combs, from right here in Cincinnati, Ohio. He was a great high school coach for Coleraine. Won multiple state championships. He was a coach here for the Bearcats, won up north to Ohio State when Urban Meyer took over. He eventually is going to be a head coach. I'm actually kind of surprised it's taken him this long, but he's finally at a defensive coordinator position. So once he gets there and he does that a couple years, he can get on. Natural, they haven't played yet. He's asking, did you see when? They don't play it until 8 o'clock tonight. So we're talking Ohio State Buckeyes. They won right now. They won today. So this is kind of a post-game show. What's up?
Speaking of Kerry Combs, talking about being a head coach, I could see it, but there's sometimes I wonder if it's just the players, so many players that we've lost, or in a couple of the games this year where I'm just kind of like, why are you doing this? Why aren't we playing to just rip? I mean, why are we letting Indiana come back after 34-7 at halftime?
Right.
So with Combs, good defensive coordinator. I think he probably needs to stay with the Buckeyes one more year and have a great year.
Yeah. No, he's not. I don't think he's ready to be there yet, but I think eventually. I know that there's a buddy of mine who I grew up with, and he went to Coleraine, and he's said this since Combs left Coleraine and went to UC to become a college coach, that he should be UC's head coach eventually. The problem with which I have no problem with that if Luke leaves, not now. But the problem is he's getting kind of old in the tooth, so he might just stay a D coordinator. I mean, because he did leave, and he was a defensive back coach for the Titans for I think a year or two, and then now he just came back this year as the D coordinator.
Yeah,
I'm right on that, right? Yeah, see.
Yeah,
I know my sports. I know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Don't worry, Natural. No worries. That's why you watch the show, man. We can help you out. We'll help you keep up on UC and Ohio State here. And then we got. I know we're not going to get the Irish fan on here because his team's about to start playing. I got that game on over there on my TV, so I know that is where Uncle Tony, as Jeremy calls him, that is where he is at. Now, did you guys? Actually, the funny thing is, like when Ohio State was not winning, I'm like, man, they might not be able to do this wager. And somebody posted on Bearcat Country, there is a chance that if Ohio State loses, that UC and Ohio State can meet in a bowl game. I'm going, well, yeah, there is a chance, but I kept going, Ohio State's going to come back. I know they're going to come back, So I'm like, I was, as always, I'm the guy that's optimistic. That guy is not.
I was not
kind of
thrilled.
what's going on in this game.
I was not thrilled until we got that last touchdown. Still didn't understand why we went for 2 points.
Yeah, I didn't get that. Well, then he goes for 2, and he throws it again. Like, you just ran the ball down there, run it again. Why are you going for 2 points? I don't get it. But if you're going to run the ball,
yeah, let Sermon keep preaching, man. What was that? You just popped up there. Oh yeah, Matthew. Yeah, no, you know what, dude? Actually, I wear my Ohio State gear with pride. I get actually, it's a good conversation starter with a lot of people, especially in my line of work. So, not
Jeremy,
really.
If you don't know, Jeremy talks for a living, so that's what why he's good on the show with me. And when I screw the show up, he can just ramble on for 20 minutes without
when I got to.
Yeah. Well, here, has Ohio State ever been bad? And I can guarantee you, I know what year that man right there is going to say they were bad, and what coach was their head coach. It was 2012, and Luke Fickell. They were not very good there.
We were 6-7.
Yeah. So he's gonna be like, we weren't that good. Mike, you don't have to ask to jump on, dude. Jump on. It's a live video chat. Anybody can jump on.
Hang on, right, man. And Bucknuts, guys, anybody, if you're watching on there, tell your friends, make a post, let them know to come back and join us again. We've got our comments up. You guys can join the show. So jump back on.
Yeah, I'll try to do
big win. Big win.
Try to do better. Yeah, I'll we can't do it now. We can go, hello.
Yeah,
come to the show, talk to us, and you can comment now. It's not screwed up anymore. So anyway, whatever. But
it is all good right now, my friend.
So, question. So Ohio State, they're in the playoffs now. I mean, which we said that they got to win this, and they're in. So say everything is chalk, and chalk. Let's just say make it easy, not chaos. Say Clemson beats Notre Dame. Just say that. That makes it easy. All 4 of them go in. So which way do you think they'll stack up? Where do you think they'll keep everybody the same? I mean, I think if you do, I think you flip flop Clemson and Notre Dame if Clemson beats Notre Dame tonight.
That's where I'm at. I mean, like we said on yesterday's show, there's too much money to be had. They're not gonna pop Clemson out or Notre Dame even.
No,
not with that money that's sitting there that they're just looking at. I mean,
even if Notre Dame beats Clemson tonight, I still think Clemson's in.
I do too. I really do.
Mikey, what's up, buddy? Welcome to the show.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Mike, it's been a minute, man. How you doing?
Doing better. Still have a few things that I got to get done, but I decided to get on the show today. So
that's cool. So, what was your thoughts about the Ohio State game? Did you even watch it?
Did you get to watch it?
I watched most of it. It was like towards the end when I got a chance to watch it, but I thought it was a good win. Good win over Northwestern. That was good.
Being as paper thin as we were today, that's the only thing that makes me say I'm proud of the way they played in the fourth quarter. I really am. Them kids, I mean, we're talking about kids that were in high school last year. I only hope that we get some of our starters back for the playoffs, because if we don't,
you only got a week.
Exactly. And, it's the 21-day rule unless they change that with the Big Ten, which was ridiculous.
I don't know.
We've got to get some of these guys back because we played a good defense today, not a great offense. We play a team that's got a great offense and a great defense, and we're out 21.
I'm telling you, even with all 21 players back, your secondary is it's not that good. I've seen Indiana threw on them. So that's the part that concerns me with Ohio State is their secondary.
Yeah, that was mainly Sean Wade who got picked on that game. And I've said this all along, and he's said it on multiple. I mean, he said it on Buckeyes.com, all of them. He's not comfortable outside. He's he's been an inside guy.
He has to this year. That's the thing. I mean, he's got to do it. Yeah. So
we don't have anybody else. So
right.
But yeah, we're a little suspect in the secondary, no doubt about it. But we've got
front seven, dude.
Oh yeah.
That's God, I wish I could remember. It says 72. Is that his name?
Garrett.
His number?
You talking about Garrett?
The defensive lineman.
Yeah, who got shot in the face?
Yes. Thank you. Yeah.
Haskell Garrett.
Dude had a game. He was a dog today. He played lights out.
He's a Geno Atkins.
He's a what?
He's a Geno Atkins soon to be, I believe.
Yeah. He's really good. So, all right, Mike, you got anything else going on? If not, I'm gonna let you go and get some other people on here.
I just want to let people know that Oklahoma beat Iowa State today, 27-21.
Yeah. That's good for UC. I'm glad they jumped them over us. I know Tennessee was given Texas A&M a game, but I think A&M won.
Yeah,
right. They did.
Yeah,
cool.
It was one of those kind of like this game right here, but it was a little. I mean, Tennessee's Tennessee. Come on.
Right.
They're the Purdue of the Big Ten.
All right, Mike. We got a big Bearcat game tonight. So prime time,
good one, guys.
Prime time. Big boys are playing 8:00. So
now we're talking about the big boys.
The big boys, 8:00. Bearcats, baby. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm excited.
I do want to say one thing, and just real quick. Yeah. And it's for Tony. And Tony's not on right now.
Tony's not watching. He's watching the game over there. I'm like,
he's worried about his game.
Not here. He's watching TV at his house. But yeah.
Yeah. But anybody on here that talks with Tony or ever gets on the Ice Bar, which is a simple Facebook page, all you do, go up, search, hit Ice Bar, boom, click, you're on.
Yeah, it's different than the Strawberry Ice page. Because Strawberry Ice page, it's just me posting information stuff. The Ice Bar, anybody can post stuff.
Everybody can jump on Ice Bar. So anybody talks to Tony on Ice Bar, I just want to tell you where how Uncle Tony originated.
Ooh, Uncle Tony.
Okay. Has anybody, and this is a little bit out of football range, right? For just 2 minutes here. Has anybody ever seen the movie Heavyweights from Disney? 92, 93. Ben Stiller. A few different. I think
I have. I know the movie. I can't remember it, but yeah.
Yeah, these kids go to a fat camp, and it's an awesome fat camp. They let you bring in snacks. They shove, salami down there, at the end of your bed. They pull the tops off, shove salami and candy down there. Well, Tony Perkins, Ben Stiller, buys the fat camp and turns it into this commercial, really making these fat kids work.
Right.
So anyway, they ended up pulling a prank on him, saying you can't do a sit-up with a shade of, something over your eyes.
Right.
So he goes, let Uncle Tony give you a little demo. So he lays down, he puts his blindfold on, he lays on the ground. This kid jumps over his head, pulls his pants down, and he goes, okay, Uncle Tony, try it. Uncle Tony, and Tony lifts up and just goes crazy. And they call him Uncle Tony through the whole movie. It's the funniest thing ever. If you ain't seen Heavyweights, watch it. But anyway, that's where Uncle Tony come from. Go ahead, Jeff. That was the dumbest thing I probably ever brought up on this show. But that is how Uncle Tony come.
That's good. Tony. I was kind of curious myself how you got the name Uncle Tony, but I like it. I think it's going to stick. We're going to stick with that one. So, I mean, how do you think Fields look today? Did he look a little off, or how do you think?
Yeah, you could tell without Olave being there. Olave is his security blanket, and Garrett's kind of his big play guy. Mm-hmm. So he had his big play guy. He's being told not to run, don't get hurt. And it was almost like it was in his head. You know, the coach is, okay, don't run too much, don't get hurt, don't have a lave, so I'll try to push it down the field. And he made a few bonehead mistakes that he'll look back and he'll say, you know what, yeah, that was dumb. He's had a couple, I'd say, not Heisman-worthy games.
No.
But overall, his career, I mean.
Oh, yeah. The last 2 years, he's been an elite quarterback. He just wasn't there today. And then it didn't hurt his thumb, so that didn't help. So hopefully the thumb, like when you injure your fingers, man, you know, a couple of days down the road, they actually hurt more than they did when you actually injured it. So hopefully it won't be a big deal because Joe Cladding said it in the game. He had the thumb wrapped. He goes, that makes it harder because you can't feel the ball there. It makes it harder to throw it.
Yeah,
you get spin on it. So,
yep.
I mean, I'm not going to say the Buckeyes are going to roll anybody in the playoffs because all four of them are going to be good and they're all going to be really good games. So, they need the Buckeyes need all their players back and they need Fields healthy to really have a chance of winning this thing.
Yeah.
Mike's asking who do we need to win between Notre Dame and Clemson? I guess you mean for the Bearcats. To be honest, Mike and Bearcat fans, I love it. I love you guys. I'm a diehard Bearcat fan. There is no way they are letting us in. That's why they put us at 9th. So it doesn't matter. But if you really are still thinking that, then you need Notre Dame to beat Clemson twice. That would be the only shot, and they're not jumping. They're not. I mean, they'll jump Texas A&M in before us. I mean, they might jump Iowa State in, even though they lost. They're not going to jump the Bearcats in. It's not going to happen. But if you're still holding out hope, that's what you have to do. And the Bearcats are still going to be in. They got to win tonight because they win. It's pretty much right now. It's almost guaranteed they're going to have a New Year's Six bowl because Coastal Carolina is not playing. So, but they got to win big. I just want to win big tonight, just to national TV shut everybody up. Say, look, this is how good we are. I know it's against Tulsa, but that's all we can play. Like next year, if everything's back to normal, we're playing UCLA and we're playing Indiana. So we're going out of conference. We were supposed to play Nebraska this year because of stupid COVID. We couldn't do it. So, Keith's got something here. Did you all see the little video clip of head coach Luke Fickell jumping and dancing with his Bearcats in the locker room? You can see that the players love him and has a good recruiting class coming in. Yeah. Luke, his players love him, and he does that stuff just during the season. You should see him, some of the tweets he does and different things he does. It's Luke is killing it at recruiting for being at the University of Cincinnati and being in the American Athletic Conference. I mean, he's getting players that teams like Ohio State and Notre Dame would want to get, but they're coming to Cincinnati. So that's a good thing. And my hope is that with this momentum that the Bearcats and Luke have created, that there will be an opening sometime soon in the Big Ten, the ACC, the SEC, Big 12, somewhere that they'll let us in so we can keep this momentum going. Because that's one thing people said, like, oh, you go into the big boy conference and then you get stomped. I'm like, that's a possibility. But if we keep the momentum rolling like we got, and he's getting these players he's getting now, and just say, hey, in 2 years, we're going to go into the ACC. And we know that because it's not going to be, it's not going to be this year and then you jump right in, they give like a 2-year advance or whatever. Just think what he can get once he goes, we're going to be in a Power 5. You have a chance to play for a national championship now, which you don't now. When you go to UC, you don't have that chance. You're coming to UC because you're wanting to develop yourself as a football player and getting to the next level. Okay, Jerry. But
yeah, I agree. And he's getting players that the Buckeyes would probably want and other teams, but they know they're probably not going to get a chance for 2 years. We've talked about this, and they can go to Cincinnati and start right away. My thing is I think Fickell needs to stay where he's at because he started something that right now is pretty damn decent. I mean, you can't have an undefeated season. You blew out everybody. I know you didn't really play,
We played the American. That's how we could play.
Yeah,
we could play like I said, we had Nebraska scheduled and they got canceled. We couldn't do it. So
yeah, and it's not your fault. So you're undefeated, and to go from 6, 7, some of them you were at 6 in one poll, 7 in another, to go to 9.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
I mean, I don't, because you never know what can happen. Look what happened today. I mean, we had to.
Yeah. Well, that's why they put us there. I said that yesterday, just in case chaos happens. If we're at 6 or God forbid 5, if Ohio State lost today and say Notre Dame beats Clemson twice and just say Florida, which ain't gonna happen, Florida beats Alabama, that's chaos. And you're at 5, 6, 7. You see, and they go and they blow out Tulsa. You couldn't keep them out. So they made sure that there's no chance that UC would be up there. You can't deny that. I mean, Ohio State fans, if you're watching the Bucknuts, I'm sure you're agreeing with me. You can't deny that. You can't deny that's what happened to the Bearcats.
Yeah. It did. And it's sad and it's not right. I think personally you guys should be right in that 5 or 6 area. I mean, they put Iowa State up there. Now they've lost a game. So they screwed up, obviously, because y'all haven't lost, and most likely you'll blow out Tulsa tonight. So, like I said, the committee is nothing but a bunch of damn senators walking out of a building with ties on and their briefcases. And, yep, these are the top 4 teams. All right, good. All right, we're out of here. Have a go.
Lance McAllister, Mike's comment, or what Lance McAllister, a local radio guy here, said, according to Lance McAllister, he agreed if they agreed to extend the playoffs, and even if they did extend the playoffs, he said they wouldn't let UC in. They would find a way to put another SEC team in. See, now that's the thing, though. That's it. I sort of agree with what he's saying, but if they put them at 5 or 6, they couldn't. If they're at 5 or 6 today, and just say one of the teams loses or 2 of the teams lose, they would have to put them in. That would be so blatantly obvious, of what they're doing. I mean, it's blatantly obvious now, but they did it before. So that's the reason they did it last week. They should be at 6 at least. They should be at least at 6. So I know what Lance is saying, but if they put them at 6, they couldn't do that. That's why they put them at 9. Anyway, I was trying to see if we had a score on a Notre Dame game or anything right now. It is 3-0. 3-0 Notre Dame right now. That's what I got on my TV. Yep, 3-0. Oh, Clemson just intercepted it.
You're kidding.
I think so, didn't they?
I'm not able to watch it till we get done. That's why I'm looking on my phone. Sorry, guys.
I'm sorry. I'm watching it. Oh no, never mind. I'm stupid. Clemson had the ball. I'm watching it sideways. My TV is over there. Anyway, this week got about 6 people watching, and if I hadn't screwed up and let the comments go on, I think we would have got more Buckeyes.
It's all good. It's all good,
people.
Yeah.
So if you're watching the show later on a replay or whatever, I tried, but I'm Strawberry Ice. He's Jeremy Dean. We do the show. Oh, well, I do it every day. Jeremy Dean's on there most every day. And like I said, I talk Bearcats, Reds, Bengals, Buckeyes, whatever it is. Let's make sure you guys subscribe, hit the notification button. And other than that, I think we're going to roll on out of here, Jeremy.
Yeah, a lot of people watching games right now.
Yeah. Well, I had 23 people when I was talking to myself. That's what I'm like, darn it, I heard it. And that stuff. I would love to do one after the Bearcat game, but my dad's coming over and I'm going to hang out with him. So I'm probably not going to be on now or on then. That's why I wanted to do it now. So anyway, other than that, as always, Jeremy Dean, you want to roll us on out of here?
Yes, I will, man. We Ohio won today. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
Ohio sports won today. They're going to win again tonight. And Ohio is going to be an undefeated team and an undefeated team in Ohio State and Cincinnati. They're both going to bowl game.
We should be celebrating that. We shouldn't be fighting with each other. We should be celebrating. What state has 2 teams? Both of them should be in the top 6. We'll put it that way. They're not, but top 10 is pretty good.
Yes, and undefeated. And look at the last year, this year with the Bearcats. I won't get into the Buckeye stuff. We've already went over all of those records, but you know what? It's a win for Ohio as of now. Tonight, another win for Ohio, almost guaranteed by Jeff, my good buddy's Bearcats there.
Yeah, baby.
I hope they blow them out. I hope you smoke them, Jeff.
Yeah.
Good luck. And as always, I got to tell you guys one thing. Always remember, you don't live in Cleveland. You live in Cincinnati. So act like it. Way to go, Bucks. We won the championship, baby. Now, Bearcat, it's your turn. So you guys go win, baby.
Yeah,
let's
go.
Y'all check out the show. Again, trust me, just come back. Come back. Jeff, I wanted to tell you one thing too, buddy.
What's up?
All the new stuff, the show, the live chats, everything's awesome. I hope you guys appreciate the work that this dude beside me does. I give him nonstop hell, which he gives me nonstop hell.
Of course.
But we are so close to getting to 1,000 subscribers on our YouTube page. So this is all I ask any 7 people and anybody else that watches this throughout
all 7 of you.
the night. That's right. And anybody that watches it, tell your friends, tell your family, tell any sports fan. Give them our Sports with Strawberry Ice YouTube. Tell them to come subscribe. That's the only way really we can keep growing and keep doing more things for you guys.
Yes, sir.
So that is enough for me. Way to go, Buckeyes. Way to go, Ohio. Bearcats, take it away.
Yep. And other than that, go Bearcats. And that's just sports, baby. See ya!